Welcome as we continue our study of Colossians in chapter 4. So we've reached a point in the letter where Paul is coming to conclusions, and typically at the end of each letter, he starts to get a little bit personal, and he mentions specific people, and um, this is that part of the letter. So we're going to move a little faster because there's not a lot of meat in this section. Um, so we'll probably cover a couple of verses in each one. All the things about me, um Tychicus, the beloved brother and faithful minister and fellow slave in the Lord, will make known to you. So minister is diakonos, which we have seen before, and that is it's the word that we get deacon from. Initially, it was a table waiter, but it has also come to mean a minister or servant or attendant to something, and they do have some authority as well. Um, Not as much as someone like a bishop or elder in the church. There's some different words for those. Our second word that we'll look at is fellow slave, which we have seen before, and we're really just going to look at this because there's another word used in a few verses, and we want to be able to compare those two. So this one is sundulos, and sundulos is slave, and sun means with, so it quite literally can be translated as fellow slave, and you can see that that is how I translated it in my translation. But fellow servant would be okay as well. But the short here is that he's sending um, a brother in Christ who's also a minister and a servant to the Lord to deliver information to them. And that's the purpose for him sending Tychicus. And we see that in verse 8, in whom I sent to you for this very thing, that he might know the things about you, and that he might comfort your hearts. So there's a second part to why he sent, and that is that not only would he make known the things that Paul is trying to communicate with them, but also that he would be able to have a relationship with them so that he can be a servant to them and a comforter to their hearts. And so make known, we have seen before. Um, Sent is pimpo, which quite literally just means to send, or to trust in, to send and to trust in as well. Um, let's see. Um, Comfort is parakaleo, which I think we might have seen once or twice before, or at least some words that are close to it. So para is, when it's used as a prefix, usually means near or beside, and then kaleo is the word for call. And so it really means to call near, is how you might translate it. But you think about that as like someone who is in distress, you would come to their side, they would call you to their side so that you could come and comfort them. And that's what this is referring to. Now, you can translate this as maybe exhort or admonish. I don't know that I would go that far. It is a little bit more general than just comforting, and could include those things as well. But there's other words that we typically translate as exhort or admonish. So that being said, it is more general than comfort and does include some of the other things. You come into their aid, really. So whatever they need is really what you're bringing. That being said, the fact that Paul includes your hearts in here, I would probably go with comfort for this particular translation. So just keep in mind it is a little bit more general than that. So we will pick up in the next verse for the next one. Again, we'll cover 2 in the next one as well as we move a little bit faster through the closing.